and we're going to introduce you to something called truth tables. Truth tables is a way to keep track of when things are true or false. Okay? So the simplest truth table would be this one. We start with an arbitrary condition A, an arbitrary condition B. And we think about all the possibilities. A could be true and B is true. A is true and B is false. Or it could be that A is false and B is true. Or it could be that A is false and B is also false. There's no other possibilities between the true and false because the statements are either true or false. There's nothing in between. Now, we're going to start adding different options. The most common things we might want to do, not A. We might want to do not B. We might want to do A plus B. We might want to do A times B. And I'll just go 3 dots. We could do lots of other stuff. So this particular truth table isn't getting us anywhere. Normally, our truth table is going to lead to a final result that we're seeking. But this particular one is just an example to show you how truth tables work. Now, you have to know that A bar is the same as not A. That A plus B is the same as A or B. You need to know that A times B is A and B. And I really need to do one more here. A, it's called XOR, 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 exclusive OR. It's a little different the way our language works. It means one or the other, but not both. One or other, but not both. It's exclusively or. It's not both of them. So if A goes true, true, false, false, then not true is false. Not true is false. Not false is true. Not false is true. The not of a true is false, and not of a false is true. If something's not false, it's true. If something's not true, it's false. When you not something, it changes the value. Not B, the way I wrote this, would be false, true, false, true. Now, the original here could really be written in any order, but this is the classic order we write it in. And we're going to move up to ones with 3 conditions in this class, and I'll have one in front that goes 4 trues, 4 falses, and then repeat that, and they'll give me all 8 possibilities. So I actually have 8 rows of the truth table. You can certainly go to 4 conditions and have 16 rows, 5 conditions have 32 rows, 6 conditions, 64. Every time you add a condition, you have twice as many things to deal with, but we'll never do more than 8 in this class. Okay, A or B. Okay, a volunteer to give me these 4 things right down the line. It's true. It's only going to be true. A or B is true. Only true if A is true or B is true. Or both is true. It's not XOR. So I need someone to raise your hand and then give me all 4 from right in a row. Just knock it out. Go ahead, Jim.
True, 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 false.
True, true. Let's go to a pen that works. True, 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 false. I agree with that. All we need is one of them to be true. So here, here, then we don't have one. Okay? A and B, for A and B to be true, we need A to be true and we need B to be true. They have to both be true. They have to both be true. So someone else, give me this column. Emily.
True, false, false, false.
Correct. True, false, false, false. Okay? Okay. How about A XOR B? Did anyone catch on what the XOR means? Exclusive OR means it's one or the other, but not both. Ruthie?
False, true, false.
Excellent. The first one's no good. We had to have one or the other true, but not both. Sometimes we want that question. Jim?
On the sheet, it's got an example truth table, but it says there's a tilde instead of an XOR.
Okay.
Is that something different or?
Tilde?
I tilde.
There's the tilde. Tilde is a not A. That's another way to do not. Thank you for asking about that. The tilde in front is the same as the bar above. It's not A. So there's a lot of different notations for these different things. Okay. Question, Katie?
How is for the XOR? How is the first one false?
Because we need one or the other to be true, but not both to be true. We can't have them both true. It doesn't work. It only works when one's true or the other's true, but not both. So here they were both true, so it's no good. We need one to be true and the other not to be. That's good. One to be true, the other not to be. That's good. Here, neither of them are true. We need one of them to be true. But we could have both. So that's why it was no good.
So
XOR is different from OR. You can't have both. Or you can have both. So I'm going to add one more column here. Yes.
where it says A times B equals A and what is that?
A times B says A and B. It should be a B.
Oh.
Thanks for fixing that. A and B, A and B. Okay, now I'm going to erase, I'm going to add one more column to this particular truth table to show you what we could do. Like at the very end now, I could do not A and A XOR B as another row. All I have to do now is look back at my not A column, I should say column, look at my A XOR B column, and I intersect them. And who's going to give me that column? The last column for this just arbitrary example truth table. Anybody think they can give it to me? Let's go.
I'll try. All right. So is it?
Now I'm hoping that you're looking with your eyeballs at this
Yeah.
and this.
So.
And I messed up a little bit. I switched my symbology. Anyone know if the intersection, what should I be putting there? To mean the same thing. Times. Okay, run it. Marcus, run. That means the same thing as what I wanted. Times. It's and. Go ahead.
So the first one would be false. And
You're right.
all right. Second one's going to be true.
We need them both to be true. It's an and.
Okay. So.
It's an and. They have to both be true.
All right. So it's false. Second one's true.
Third one.
Third one's true. I'm bad. And the last one's false.
Good. Okay, Jim?
Why is the first one false?
Because we needed them both to be true, and neither of them was true. Okay, we need them to be the same. The question is now that's an interesting thing. There's probably another algebraic. There's probably another operation, a Boolean operation that picks it out only if they're both false. I don't know that one offhand. I haven't seen it in the book I just bought either. So normally we're dealing with truth stuff, but you could have that, and that would have been the case. But actually, it's pretty simple. It's just not the I have to think about that. It's not so simple. Yes.
So if an XOR is in there, then why wouldn't the second one be true? Because it's one but not the other.
No, we're not doing XOR here. We're doing and.
Isn't that?
This is and. This is XOR. So we did the XOR column to get these, but I'm doing an and of these two columns. So it's like I just pretend this is A and B again,
Okay.
and I and them.
All right.
But I had to work with A bar, not A.
Mhm.
So a lot of times I'm doing that.
Right.
Okay. But the bar is good too. Okay.
Okay.
Now, lucky for you guys, every year I've ever done this is where I've done these tables, trues and falses. But the book I bought reminded me that often we do it with ones and zeros instead. Ones and zeros instead of trues and falses. What do you think one's going to be, true or false? And zero, true or false? What's it going to be? You're right. One's the same as true, zero's the same as false. So we're going to do another one, and we're going to take advantage of this. And you're welcome on your homework to do it with trues and falses, who I've always done in the past, or to do it with ones and zeros. And I think ones and zeros are a little easier to write. a little easier to tell apart, and so it could save you a little bit of time, okay? So we're gonna do one more table here, and then I'll let you work, okay? I wanna do, this is a big example. I wanna do A XOR B times C plus A bar C. This is not. This is not. I want to find the truth of that statement. That's the goal of the truth table, is to find when this statement is true. Basically, the problem is to solve. Find all the ordered triples of the conditions A, B, and C. They work. And we set it up the following, okay? So you might have to turn the camera a little bit. Set it up. We have A, B, C. There's going to be 8 rows. Now, this is going to take this entire board. A could be true, true, let me go back. 1, 1, 1, 1, or notice I did 4 and then 4. Then B's I'm going to do 2, switch, 2, switch, and then C's I just alternate every time. Those are the 8 possible ordered triples for the conditions for A, B, and C. There's no other possibility. They're either all true, or maybe just the second and third are true, or, well, these are the 8 conditions, right? Anyone's saying missing, they're not. There's 2 choices for A, 2 for B, 2 for C. That makes 2 times 2 times 2, 8 different ways to do it. Those are all 8. That's the clever way to just knock it out. 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, in order to build this chart, I got to get A bar C. I probably need one more set of parentheses here. Let's just put a set of parentheses right here to make it clear. Okay. So I already have A. I need to get a B and C and a not B and C. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a B times C, get that column. And then I'm going to do not B times C. That'll be real easy to do. And then I'm going to XOR that answer with A. Then I got to get an A bar and a C. So I got to get an A bar column. Then I can do an A bar times a C column. Then I can add these together because I'm adding this with that. So I add A XOR not B times C with A bar C. And have I got my answer? No, it's going to be right here. Final answer, which is the opposite of this, right? The not of this. Okay, so I'm gonna give people a chance to volunteer for 1 row at a time. Obviously, some rows are harder than others. Let's just knock this out and be done. Who's wanting to give me the B times C column? Go, Josh.
Okay, so B and C, so true.
1,
1, 0,
0,
0,
0.
1, 0, 0, 0.
I agree with that. Okay, who's willing to give me the next column? Not B times C. We're simply taking not what B times C was. Okay, go ahead.
0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1.
Excellent. Now, who can give me the next column, which is A XOR this column. So you got to look at the A column, look at this column, and XOR them. We need one or the other, but not both. Who's willing to do it? Okay, go, Katie.
0.
This is good. This is not good. That's what we want. We want one to be true, but not the other. I want A, column A, XOR, not BC. So 1, 0, that makes 1.
Sorry.
It's an XOR, not BC. You were looking at the BC.
Yes.
Okay. So 1,
0.
0. Okay, I'll get down here. And so I'm pointing here, and you said 0. So here,
0.
here,
0.
here,
1.
0, 0. We need one or the other, but not both.
A 1.
It's 0. Did you say 0?
Yes.
It's 0. You're right. How about this one?
1. 1.
Okay, disagreement? Because I messed up in the middle of that. Do we have it right now? Are there any disagreements? Please speak up if you think it's wrong. Okay, who can do not A? Okay, go, folks.
0.
Quicker.
0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, not A and C. Not A and C. Somebody else. Okay, Julia.
1, 0.
Okay, no, not A and C. I need them both to be true. That was false. I need them both to be ones. Not A was a 0 here. So that forces it to be 0.
Okay.
In fact, everywhere there's a 0 here, it's going to be 0. I don't even have to look back at the C, right? 'Cause it's an and.
So that becomes 1, 0, 1, 0.
Okay. Now, we're doing, and I'm going to point to it, we're doing this column. I loved working with chalk. You always knew if it was going to work. Okay, so, because it always worked. We're plussing those columns. That's an or, one or the other. Either one's true. Go, Jim.
1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1.
Okay, so our final answer was not. There was a bar over the whole thing. The final answer was not that whole thing, right? I didn't have enough room to write it out, but it was not. It's not that. So final answer, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So watch, this is the tough part people don't know. So what I write, my solution comes in a solution set of ordered triples. And there's 3 of them. There's this one right here, 1, 1, 0. A was true, B was true, C was false. This one, 1, 0, 1. And this one, 1, 0, 0. When that happened, the whole thing was true. The other way to do that on your paper is just to come back and circle those 3 answers. That'd work, right? That'd be clear. Those are the ones that when you went through the whole deal, ended up leading to this crazy statement being true. You can stop the video. Okay?